Day 15. Strength through surrender. When we are weak, we find that God is strong. Charles Spurgeon. It is likely that you've seen birds fly in a V formation. The lead bird takes the lead against the wind, breaks the wind, and creates the lift that is necessary for the birds behind to be able to fly. When birds fly together, they fly farther. But if a bird tries to fly solo against the wind, it wears out. See, that is a powerful image for our own lives. When we rely on ourselves and our strength, we wear out. But when we let Jesus lead and we lean into His strength, He creates the lift that is necessary for us by His grace to carry on. 19th century missionary to China, James Hudson Taylor, understood this. He was overwhelmed by illness, loss, and financial pressures. He writes a letter to his sister Amelia in England, and he says, "Is there no rescue? Instead of victory, only defeat. Instead of growing stronger, I seem to be growing weaker and have less power." And when the agony of his soul reached its zenith, he receives an encouraging letter from his fellow missionary friend John McCarthy, and the Spirit of God reveals to him a profound truth from the words that were in that letter. How can faith get strengthened? Not by striving after faith, but by resting on the faithful one. That letter is published as The Exchanged Life. And it teaches us today that a shift is necessary, a shift from striving to surrender. From that moment on, Taylor lived life with peace and power, not because his hardships had disappeared, but because he knew he could rely on the faithful one who would never leave him nor forsake him. The Apostle Paul also learned strength through surrender. Tormented by something that he refers to as a thorn in the flesh, he prayed to God not once but thrice for that thorn to be removed. But the response he got was, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." 2 Corinthians chapter 12 verse 9. Paul realized that weakness is not a curse or a problem, but in fact it is the very cure that is necessary so that we don't become conceited in relying on our own strength. And it is the very place that God wants us to be so that His power is made perfect and evident through our lives. But see, Taylor and Paul are faithful followers of the ultimate example of the faithful one, Jesus Christ, who demonstrated total surrender. In the Garden of Gethsemane, when his soul was in anguish, he prayed, "Not my will, but your will be done." Are you willing to surrender and be strengthened by the lift that God can give you? That'll only happen if you let Jesus lead. Or are you going to fly it alone, fly solo against the wind, and wear out?